Well, hey, welcome to the Full 42. We are talking about Thanksgiving and family and all that stuff, which is a fun topic, depending on your situation, right? But yeah, we're gonna talk about holidays. We're gonna be talking about board games that you can play with your family, even if they're not gamers or if they are gamers. You know, I don't know how you did your list, and we'll get into it and stuff. But I have different like if your situation is this would be a good one. If your situation is this, that kind of thing. So maybe we'll cover you there.
Maybe.
We're also doing if there's a technical issue, we're doing a weird thing that StreamYard, the service we use here, allows a vertical thing if you're using the phone now, and it's doing it at the same time. So you might see double responses in our chat from us if we talk. So just ignore anything like that.
Luca, stop.
Speaking of family. So yeah,
that's weird. I can't watch two of us talking to two of us. I can't.
I can barely watch just one of us. Yeah, we can see both. We can see it's creating a version that's, for YouTube, but it's also creating a horizontal version, and we can see both. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, that would be fair. I can't worry about that. Hey, Aldi.
Hey, Aldi.
I did think this was funny. Not this part. This part wasn't funny, but this part, that was the funny part, right?
That is true. You've heard of all of mine.
Because you've talked about them. Are all of yours gettable?
I plead the fifth.
All of mine are gettable. Well, there's one that is a new version that I don't have, but you can still get that version.
I mean, gettable. Yeah, most everything is gettable, right? Like it's.
Is it gettable before Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I mean, you should be able to hit like the BGG marketplace and get someone who's like selling one or something. I would assume. Okay. One of mine is a little harder to find. I definitely I've had a hard time trying to find it, but I have a copy. I think everything else is pretty easy to track down.
Yes. So this is the technical difficulty we were talking about. Stephen, I can tell that you are watching the vertical version of us. There is another one that is the horizontal version. I don't know how this is going to work. We may not do this again if it's going to cause weird issues. But if you're seeing us stacked on top of each other and the thin mobile thing, just find us on YouTube in the normal way. I don't know why it's doing that.
Huh.
That's what I get for hitting, let's try the new thing that they've got, right?
Right.
So
we'll see.
By the way, you and I didn't talk about this, but I guess we could get into an announcements, but I don't think we have a show next week.
Depends on what's next week. Next week?
I mean, sorry, not next week, but the week after, right? Because we'll be at PAX.
Not on Monday.
Well, I'll still be there on Monday, or I'll be traveling on Monday.
Right, depending on what time you get home. I'll be back, but we're leaving in the morning, so I'll be back in the early afternoon or early evening. So I'll be there.
So we'll be at PAX. Sorry, Aldi, not at BGG. Really sorry. Actually, it's one of my favorite ones to go to, but PAX did it at the same time, unfortunately, and also at the same time as their marathon going on. Like, who scheduled that?
They didn't. I'm speaking for them, and I'm not sure on this one, but I'm pretty sure they didn't choose to do that. I think there was a scheduling conflict, and that was the only weekend available.
I guess.
Right? You're
I
not going to
mean,
do it Thanksgiving weekend. You couldn't do it the normal weekend in December. And if you go too far the other way, then you're interfering with Essen and stuff. So the not inconsistency, the inconvenience of having the marathon at the same time is probably the lesser of the evils.
nice. Um, yeah, I mean, I've never run a big con like that, so who knows? I'm sure they didn't have much of a choice, but it just kind of sucks that it coincides with
Right.
BGG and all that. If you're not going to PAX, that's definitely go to BGG. Try it out. That's 5 days of gaming with your friends. How can you beat that? And it's in Dallas, which is most of the places to go for conventions are north or on the coasts. So there's very few in Texas or further down. What? I'm getting rid of that awesome thing. Um, but yeah, so I guess we can jump into announcements.
Hey, Andrew. Yeah, we can get into announcements.
Do you have any announcements? Because if not, then we can get right past that.
Right past it. No, actually, I have a couple. Do you
Oh,
have
you
any?
have some show and tell, don't you?
I have some show and tell, and I have like this weekend was our fundraiser, our Extra Life fundraiser.
Nice.
That
Yep.
was just tremendous. We raised $4,900. Last year we raised $3,200, so it went up considerably. We had Di in the chat made an unbelievable amount of. Oh, I should have brought it. I have a show and tell. Hey, Luca.
Which you didn't bring.
No, it's up on the counter. I forgot to
You
bring
have a
it.
tell. Okay.
Luca. I guess he went upstairs. I'll try and get him to bring it down. Di made an amazing amount of cupcakes and cookies and just beautiful stuff. They two of them had these little like almost like injectors of strawberry like jam or liquid to pour on top of your cupcake. The other one had maple syrup for the maple bacon cupcake. One of them looked like a bucket of popcorn. She cut marshmallows and like it was amazing. That's the one that I want to show.
You had me
Um,
till you said bacon, but
oh, it's so good. It was so good. But that raised $200 alone. Cardboard Alchemy sent over the deluxe Critter Kitchen and the 4-pack of the currently available Dragon plushies. That alone raised $320. We had an RPG session. The RPGs, you have a thing for charity. You can spend $1 to reroll if it doesn't go your way, or if you just want to mess with somebody. And there are other things you can do. Like for $5, there's this chart you can do. You roll a d6. For $10, there's this other chart you can do, and you can roll two d6s, and you can just mess with people. And the middle D&D session itself raised $150 because they were just
that's
messing back
awesome.
and forth, and yeah, it was phenomenal. I mean, it was a long day. We had no one stay the whole 24 hours last year. This year we had a dozen. We started
Nice.
Mansions of Madness, the second game of Mansions of Madness, at 6:30 in the morning, and we finished at 10:05. There were four of us playing that. Dave and Di came down before they left. Tom, who sometimes jumps in the chat, that runs the Ava Strong stuff, he came back. We were still up. Um, it was, and on top of it, and I had mentioned this a couple times ago, that my school district sent an email to parents about two food pantries in the area, and with the whole SNAP benefits and EBT stuff being canceled and put on hold, and families in the area struggling, they did a call out for people that could support. These are the two places to support. So I threw that in the mix because there's not enough going on, and I asked the community, like, if you can bring a couple canned goods or something, this is what they're looking for. And the table was overflowing a couple
That's
hours
awesome.
into the event. I brought two 27-gallon Tupper, like buckets to fill, and I figured that would be enough. I could probably fill two more of them. It was amazing. The support, the show. We had 45 bundles. Some of them had like two or three pulls each. Like I had a signed copy of Ticket to Ride, and I had 2 signed copies of Life in Rotera. Obviously, Alan Moon for Ticket to Ride and Eric Lang for Life in Rotera. And that was a 3 pull. And then we had a couple game bundles that were 2 pulls. And it was tremendous. It was an absolutely amazing event, quite honestly.
That's awesome.
Really cool to see. Then what was the other thing? Oh, I do have a show and tell. Before I get to the show and tell, I guess it's kind of an parallel to the show and tell. We had our first team meeting today for Cardboard Alchemy.
Yes.
And it was very weird to be on a call with Chris, and it wasn't Pull 42 related. Hey, Elena.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was weird to just go to yet another meeting, and then Mike's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Nope." It's weird.
I'm gonna bother you here now.
It's not Monday evening. What is going on?
Nope. Yeah, so that was cool, and it was a day off. If I had received it Saturday, I would have been able to bring it to the fundraiser on Saturday and show the hell out of it. But my backer copy of this lovely thing showed up today. Yesterday, and it is stunningly beautiful. I
still haven't gotten my copy.
Right. Well, this was a backer copy. This was shipped to the backers. You're gonna wait for yours. But yeah, I don't know what, I don't want to spoil anything. Bless you. I don't know if I should spoil stuff, if I should show stuff, or what. But I opened it up and it's gorgeous. It's exactly what I thought it would be. Nice. Helena got hers too. Awesome. It is beautiful. Like, the components are great. The bag is amazing. The box, I mean, you saw the videos of it anyway. So there's the box opened up. That's where you're playing. These things are magnetic. Like, there's a magnetic clasp. It's got cards and the fountain that you put into the thing with the metal coins. Over here, it's got the instructions and the bag and the components, the chips that you're pulling out. It's just stunningly beautiful.
So Dave won the Critter. Dave and I won the Critter Kitchen Deluxe, huh?
Dave and I won the Critter Kitchen Deluxe. Yeah.
Anything you liked about that game, I helped make, and anything you didn't like, I didn't have a say in that.
Perfect. Yeah. So everything, I got all the things. The promo pack that comes, all the promos, the sticker pack. The Dragons and Dragons expansion for Flamecraft that showed up.
I worked on that too. You should not get stuff that I worked on before I get it. That doesn't feel right.
Yeah, backers. You take care of the backers.
Yeah, especially but you're a backer. You're a friend.
But I backed it.
Yeah.
There's no that.
It feels weird.
But it's good. It's good that it's coming out and people are receiving it, because it's going to be available at PAX, and that usually is a sore topic for backers when they don't have it and you're selling it at a booth, because a lot of them don't understand how that works. So it's good to see, but man, it's just beautiful.
I think a lot of that has calmed down over last few years. People are getting it that, you're supposed to be supporting the company, right? So why would you be mad that they're trying to sell their product? But also I think it's starting to they're realizing it's a little petty to be like, I didn't get mine, other people shouldn't get, like, why does it matter what other people are getting? You'll get yours, or, all that stuff. But
sure.
I get the pettiness, because, we all feel it. Whenever I saw Marvel in, Walmart or something before I got it, I was like, but,
Yep.
Hey, man.
Hey, Matty P. Yeah,
but, so support the publishers. Don't complain about it.
I can show that. Can you see that?
Oh, that's cool. Who did that?
It's Pen.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the raffle items that I actually won at the event.
That is really cool. Who's the artist?
Someone local. Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob. Well, that's going to be easy to remember.
Yeah, Doodle Bob.
Wait, is that what it says at the bottom left where it's signed? Does it say Doodle Bob?
No, I think this is an autograph.
You don't sign it, Doodle Bob? If you're gonna go by
No.
Doodle Bob, you gotta. Dave said he wanted that.
Go to Instagram. It's Doodle Bob Art on Instagram.
That is really cool. I like the look of it.
Yeah. So I got to rearrange some stuff and I'll put it over here somewhere, I think. And I can't spoil this for anybody. I'll leave this alone. But the new dragons came with the bundle.
Yeah, I don't think you should say what's in there.
No, I'm not gonna. But this one's awesome. He is chunky.
Yes. And again, I don't have. How do you have the things before I don't like it.
I know.
No,
there, if you do get this, open this up. There's something really cool inside here.
Yep. When we went to Gen Con, we had some of those as examples, and we took out the secret thing, and a lot of people would like pick it up and go and look at it. Oh, I wanted to put a little note in there that said like "nice try" or something.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so other than that, it was a tremendous weekend on my end. Not Doodle Bob. Phenomenal weekend. I lost yesterday, basically just as a calendar day, because by the time I got home, broke down, got home, unpacked the car. I tried to push through because I knew my day was my timing would be off, but it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I showered and I had to go lay down. I was useless to everything. And then I woke up a couple times when the kids went to bed, but then I slept right through this morning. So it was a long weekend. It was fantastic. It was awesome to see the support and the showing. And I mean, $4,900. If there were 13, I think I posted on the QSCon thing. There were 13,500 events running on this donor. It's on my phone. Donor something. This app, and it checks all the funds that are being raised for this Extra Life. 13,500 ish events. And QSCon was ranked in the top 1% of what was being raised at that time, which is cool. Tremendous. Yeah, it was pretty damn cool to see.
Awesome.
Hey, John. Yeah, John won a Batman game. John is now one of three, I believe, owners of Batman that's actually signed by both Richard and I. There are not many of them that are around, and John now has one. Hey, Bailey. Bailey was a tremendous help for this weekend's event too. She reached out to so many people to get donations. We had a tattoo gift card. We had stuff from the local zoo. We had stuff from a local brewery. We had just a tremendous amount of gamer and community store stuff. And Bailey helped run it. She was there till 6:30 in the morning. Was there Friday night to help set up. Just a tremendous help all around.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How many people help you with the event?
There's some just helping hands around, but it's Bailey and I that put it together.
Nice.
For the most part. Like Luke came and set up the Hot Wheels tracks, and her partner Brian helped with bringing some stuff in and out, and we had our friend Dan ran Blood on the Clock Tower at 2 a.m. We had, this is ironic, all 3 RPG events were run by someone whose first initial was J. There was a John and a Jed and a Jerry, and they all ran RPG events, not planned. So they run those events. So it's a community thing. Everyone just helps out and does all the things. It's phenomenal.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great weekend. And then to come home Sunday and have Flamecraft at the door was Duels was even better. And now here we are on Monday talking on the show.
That's a big weekend. I just played games.
Which is also fantastic. I played a lot. We marked it down 10 hours of Mansions of Madness.
That's insane. I didn't do that.
2 games, 10 hours, lost them both.
Wait, how long does or did you do the first edition or second edition?
We ran the second edition through the app, so it was fully co-op.
And it took like 4 hours?
The first one took much longer than it needed because I kept getting interrupted because people were checking in and whatever. Then the kids showed up, so I was playing with the kids and we had dinner and I walked them back out to the car. So that one took a little longer than it needed to. But between that game, which was epic, like there was a parade and then we had to go to the Silver Twilight Lodge. We lost by one. We lost by one turn.
Wow.
One turn. Literally, the game was like, you took too long, and we had everything we needed. And then the second game we started at 6:30 and ended just after 10. But it was about 10 hours of the 24-hour event was spent in Mansions of Madness, which is awesome. I don't play it enough, so that was great to do. Yeah, played a lot of games. It was a great weekend.
What did I play? I played a lot of games. Actually, some might be on this list because I went over to my friend's house, and we normally we have our game group and stuff, but their neighbors joined us, and they were new to board gaming, as they said, and so I brought a bunch of gateway and party stuff, basically.
Nice.
So I didn't play any long 4-hour games like I usually like to play, but sometimes it's fun just to have a whole evening of small box, or not necessarily small box, but fast. Oh, that was fun. We lost at that. We won at that kind of thing. So.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll say in my list if I played it, and then I'll answer that later. But and I also played Alien, the role-playing game yesterday, which I've been doing for a while.
Were you an alien or human?
Human.
Did you survive?
So far, I've been doing it for I think this was maybe like our 9th game or something. Nice. And it's really good. If you're wondering which one, because I think there's a couple different ones. It's the newest one with like all the black pages in the book or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, but
fun.
Yeah, it was really good. They have this weird system in it that like you take on stress, and it actually gives you stress. Like you're like, oh my god, like you actually feel the stress of things going on. So it's pretty good. Yeah,
that's cool. Bailey we ran a couple events. We had Bailey had gotten a secret lair drop for Magic, and she ran a Magic tournament. And the secret lair crossover for Magic was Play-Doh, which was really weird. So that was cool to see. And then, of course, there was a game of Barcadia played at midnight. It was really cool.
What do you do when you're playing Barcadia but you're thirsty?
Either you have a sidecar or you drink water. I don't know.
Okay. Because in Barcadia, your glass is your character and your health points is how much liquid is in it.
Yeah.
So if you're doing really well, you don't get the drink. That's not fun.
Right. So when we play at the bar with Dave at Bullfinch, we always have a sidecar. You have your health in your pint glass, and whatever you're drinking, you have a side of it. So
nice. Oh, Barcadia, yeah.
Yep.
I've seen it. Thought about getting it.
It's fun.
I've watched you play it. Yeah.
It is super fun.
Did you spit in this?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, do you have any other stuff to do, or do we go to the spot where everybody wants to go, which is Luca painting?
I have nothing else but the Luca painting.
All right, let's do Luca painting.
I don't think I have anything else. No, I don't have anything else. All right. So Luca was going to be here, but then Luca is super tired and became crabby, which is why we were a few minutes late.
It's because you wouldn't wear your hat forward.
He didn't want me. Yeah, he likes things the way he likes things, and needs to.
I also want you to wear your hat forward. So
you can't wear the hat forward with the duckbill. It doesn't look right. It's not.
Yeah, I also don't want you to have the duckbill.
Well, that's okay. You go cry about it and come back when you're done. Okay. Go sit in the corner, and when you're ready, come back. Yeah. So little Mr. 4-year-old has a watercolor painting, or has been watercolor painting for years now, and we show one on the show, sometimes two, because Mika is also doing it, his younger brother. Usually one, mostly one, and then you guys got to figure out what the hell it is, what you see in it, and then I'll tell you what it is based on what Luca told me it was just a little while ago, and tell you that you're wrong, or close. Is Evan here? Because usually Evan getting close.
Yeah,
Bluey hat was
he'll
cool.
stumble in since you've said his name. He'll stumble in a little bit.
He'll come in now. Yeah. Tired and crabby, definitely. All right, so here's today's. This is super early. This is one of the first 4x4s that he did. This is from December of 23, which is when I guess it was a year.
I like the younger ones. I like it whenever it's just like craziness.
Yeah, I think this one's not. I think this is a year. I think 22 is when he started, right? Didn't we talk about this? It was December 22. So this is a year into it. Sorry, not that long. But it's really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I know what I saw immediately, but we'll give the chat a little bit of time because you're always a little bit behind. Yeah, I like the colors.
Oh, that was fun. The Hot Wheels track. Luca was over there playing, and Dave and Chad were with him and Mika while they were doing it. And Luca stood up and knocked part of it over. And Dave said he looked like he was going to start to get like upset about it. And Dave's like, "No, don't worry, it was my fault." And Luca's like, "Yeah, it was."
That's funny. Oh yeah, Matt. So a lot of new didn't catch the first part of this. We are doing a thing where we're trying to show it in both vertical mobile form and normal form, whatever that is. And so it's causing a weird glitch. So if you're not seeing people talk and stuff, just find us on the other form. Okay, so some people say Earthworm Jim. Yeah, you can see that. Mm-hmm. Sunset over water. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like red sunsets. Sonic the Hedgehog. After getting shot in the face, maybe. Where's the red? A bird. Yeah. Especially with the little things. Mm-hmm. A runner dodging an attacker. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. TJT. That's totally Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Spider-Man colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Running Dude, Earthworm Jim is a good call. Let's see. I strangely see a dude skiing, which is funny because Luca's wearing pajamas with skiing people on it.
That's true.
I saw, I guess, like a crab character ready to pounce. Like it's a humanoid body, but he's like a crab, like Mr. Krabs or something, but a mean one. He's ready to pounce, but he's wearing like a blue uniform.
Okay.
But he's kind of like in that stance like this, like a little quarter view.
Okay.
Be a cool character.
I see it. Yeah.
All right. So, well, what did you see before Luca told you what it is?
It's hard not to see some of these things people are saying now. I saw a dragon.
Oh, where's the dragon?
More in the red. That's his head right there, and then maybe the
wing. Blurry doesn't help.
All right. Well, I can't get any closer. This should be the head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with the neck kind of curving that way, and then
correct.
What's the blue part?
I haven't figured that out. I just see the dragon. Maybe flying over a river. Flying over a river. A dragon flying over a river.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Cool. Or like a red chicken flying over a river.
Yeah. There
Chicken dragon. Or a cockatrice.
Cockatrice is good. Yeah.
Water dragon. Yep, there's
so Evan's pretty damn close. Also, so I saw a dragon, and I pulled it out of the box, and I that's what I saw. Then I called Luca in and I said, "All right, Luca, tell me what this is." And he also said, because he had done this in 2023, right, December of 20, so 2 years ago, and he said it was a dragon. He said it was dragons, plural dragons, and he
No.
specifically said that this is a fire dragon, and these are water dragons. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
the water dragons are around, and a fire dragon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spider crab. Yeah, it's a spider crab man.
That's funny.
Yeah, I do like the Spider-Man colors though.
Yeah, it's really cool. He's got a little bit of like the yellow. That's not gonna help. The yellow or the orange over there in the corner, and then
Yeah, I
two different
ignored that.
blues.
It looks
Yeah.
more like food got on it.
No, that's the color. That's not food.
All right.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No, I like this one.
None
This
of
is
us
really
went
cool.
too dark.
Not too dark, except for when you said Sonic got shot in the face or something.
I didn't say that. I mean, I
Good.
said that, but someone said Sonic, and I think it was, who was that?
Sure.
Andrew? Yeah. I just don't know where the red came from.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I like that one. Good painting.
Yeah. Before we get into our top list for tonight, last week we talked about our top packs, or actually we went through. Was it last week we went through our packs thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went through the list and we went over our pack stuff. This past Thursday, I joined the Rundown folks for a recorded video about our top 5 anticipated packs games.
Is that so they can't edit it out like most of your things, like I do in real time?
Yeah. That way, it was nice of them to invite me. None of my footage made it. But if you want to see them talk about their top 5 anticipated packs on the Board Game Rundown show, the link is in the comments. They released that today at 3:00, so it's available to go watch.
Nice.
We had a great time as always.
Did you just use the same list that you used on our last episode?
I kind of did. I thought we were just going to have a conversation about the pack stuff coming out. And when I joined before we started recording, they all talked about doing just top 5. And I'm like, oh, all right. So I went through and I got my top 5. And apparently Tim used a completely different list. The first game he mentioned, like Mike's pulling it up on the preview list, the BGG preview list, and he's searching it. You see him kind of tilt his head, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember that game. It must have been one of the new ones. Now, we did it when there were 260 titles. There were over 350 titles when we did this on Thursday. So I'm like, oh, it was the new. And I went through the new section, and I didn't see Tim's number, the first one that he mentioned, and I was like, okay. So we looked it up. And then we went around the horn and we got to his number 2, and his number 2 also was not on the BGG preview list. And we were like, wait a minute, what? And then all 5 of them were on a totally different list. And it turns out it was the first look list that it was on BGG. But
well, go look at it there.
Yep. There is one on that, not on the list, on not on our list, but we talk about it on the show at the end, on the first look list for BGG, that I think might end up being my cover of the year, my box cover of the year.
Is it the Kings thing?
Nope.
I saw Aldi talking about this game, and I saw a review for it. I can't remember what it's called, King's Crown or something like that. I love the art and cover of it. Which one are you talking about?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to go watch.
There you go.
Nice. Nothing like a good 4-hour bag builder for Thanksgiving with family and friends.
It's not 4 hours anymore. For some people.
Well, it will be, because everyone's going to be in a food coma from Thanksgiving dinner. So.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, food coma aside. Yeah, it's Actually, did you take that into account with your? We'll get into the list in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we'll talk about Thanksgiving games. Nice, which is what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, so for my list, I didn't go with theme. I mean, what are you going to do? Is it like colonization? I'm not going to do that. Well, I mean, like, what games would you do? I guess like
Right.
strangely enough, there aren't a lot of Native American games. There should be more. There's a lot of stuff that you could get into. That'd be interesting.
I saw a killer one at Gen Con. I think it was 2 years ago. It was like burn down the fort. Burn down the fort. For some reason, that sticks. That was really. I mean, the art was great. The you're defending the fort. It was really cool. I haven't seen anything else from them or that game actually. They had like a couple copies at the con, and then I don't know what happened, but it looked awesome.
This is second Thanksgiving. Z's.
Oh, yeah.
This is American Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but in any case, I didn't really think about theme. I just thought about scenarios in which case some people might have trying to introduce games to their family. Some people have games that, families that game all the time. Some people have family members who never do anything or even think about games until they get stuck at the table with you, and we have something. Yeah, or well, with the person going, "Hey, let's play a game," and all they want to do is like take a nap or watch a football game or whatever it is.
Right.
Old King's Crown is what the game is that I was thinking of to cover. Wait, did you say that the game of the what's the cover?
I said I wasn't saying it. You have to go watch the video to find out.
I'm not going to watch it.
Or wait till we do our box cover of the year episode. And
okay, yeah. That was a fun episode last year. We'll do that again. Yeah. So, I know which one it is. Anyway,
no, you don't.
I have a guess. Is it a remake?
On the list. It's not on the BGG preview list.
Is it a remake?
No.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I don't think so. Say it. If you're right, I'll tell you.
Is it the new Terra Mystica box?
No.
The cover of that looks awesome. I don't know if you've seen that or not. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so our list, or my list at least, has like a scenario base. So I don't have it in order.
Oh, I love it.
Well, it's a different kind of list, right? It's not this is if you have this many people or if you have this kind of situation, kind of thing. So no reason to put that in order.
Oh, so you really broke it down to like player count or the scenario based. Okay.
Yeah. What did you do? Just like, do you have them in order? Because last episode, you actually had yours in order.
No, this like you can't put these in order, but I didn't break it down so far as scenario based with dark side. Well, yeah, get some sleep. Hope you caught up. And thanks again, Bailey. Honestly, you were unbelievable this weekend with your help. There's no, I wasn't looking at it that way with scenario based. I was looking at it more player count, ease of play, stuff that you can get to the table with. Fun for gamers, but easy to teach to non-gamers as well. So nothing really heavy, nothing bonkers. Pretty easy stuff. Not easy, not like rated a 1 easy.
Easy to get into, you mean?
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
I mean, because I have some of these games I have maybe 60 seconds to teach.
Sure, yeah.
If it goes past 60 seconds, you start seeing people go, I'm out of this. Yeah. So it's got to be quick. Yeah.
It's one of the things I think when I'm thinking about things is a game that you can play, you can teach while playing, right? A game that you can, let me, instead of teaching you for that 60 seconds to whatever, let's play round one and you'll see how it plays. Like that kind of ease into the game, right? This is how you play. Let me show you.
Yeah, I can get this. My family always played poker on Thanksgiving. Well, they always play poker. Just period. It was almost every week. So
I can't say anything. I mean, depending on what this list ends up as, there's a really good pick for people like that. Or if you like poker.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it's on your list. We'll see.
All right. Probably not.
Probably not.
So who's
I don't
going
think you
first
played
this
it.
time?
You probably haven't played it.
I forgot who's going first this time.
I don't remember. I'll go. Did I reveal my number one last time?
I don't know.
It was like 2 weeks ago. It doesn't matter. Either way, I'll go first.
All right. All right. What's your number 5?
All right. This is the easiest one that you can get. It is recently released. It is probably everywhere. It was released by the Op this year. I think it hit at Gen Con. And the way I was introduced to it was by the designer who stopped by the booth and told me that they were going to the booth to go sell their game and sign autographs. And I said, "Oh, what game is it?" And he said the name, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "All right, put it this way. How many gallons of milk tall is a giraffe?" And I was like, "I'm in." Immediately I was in. And it's called How Many What?
We played this a couple episodes ago, right?
We played it a couple episodes, if not, I think last episode. No, it couldn't have been last episode. Did we play it last episode? I don't remember. But it's great. I played it this weekend. I showed it to a couple people, and some of the things that we were talking about, one of the things that came up was how many wheat thins tall was Andre the Giant? It's just got that goofiness to it where we ended up talking about, like, we used their system of measurement for other things just to joke around, like wheat thins and the Leaning Tower of Pisa and all. It creates really fun things. And we actually played it by the rules. We played it which I'm not, the person that's reading sits out for the round, which I'm not a huge fan of. But we played it the way that the game was supposed to be played, and I as far as I know, everyone had a good time. It had those goofy moments, and it's really you're literally in the game. Like round 1, that's how you're teaching the game. So yeah, How Many What by the Op. It's basically brand new. You should be able to find it, and I think it's got that fun. You don't really when you're eating and you're tired but you still want to do something. It could actually revive people because you'll be laughing about the questions and the ideas that come up. We did play it a couple weeks ago, if not last week. So you can go back and watch that episode. We played it a little differently, though. We just played you and I blind and one round, and we just got points. The game plays a little differently than that, but you can see some of the things that come up in that episode from that game. So my number 5 is How Many What by the Op.
I watch a show called Taskmaster. That's a British panel show. It's almost like I guess it's a contestants trying to win kind of thing, but they always use comedians. And the person who starts it, who created it, he always does jokes like, it's, this many jelly beans tall, blah, 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 stuff like that. So this is always reminding me of that.
It's really fun.
You played this at 2 a.m.?
Yep. We did. We played it late.
Man. All right. So let's see. My number 5. How will I react to yours? That's a weird concept.
It's fun, right? Isn't it fun?
Yeah. No. It's easier whenever it's in order. I like it better when it's in order.
Easy is not always fun, Chris.
Here's what I'll do. If your family knows the rules to anything like, what's the one where you draw and people have to guess? Pictionary?
Pictionary.
Or charades, but you don't have people who like to draw, or you have people who don't like to stand up in front of people and do stuff like that. You could always play concept. Yeah, I've talked about give it to the disorder. I've talked about concept before. Concept has, let me show you the board. It's an awful picture of the board, but you can't say anything but yes. And so you're basically just putting pieces onto this board that has icons. And you have a little cheat sheet like that. Everybody has that cheat sheet. Kind of tell them. But if I wanted you to guess the movie Die Hard, for instance, I would probably put that question mark right here on the movie symbol, Everybody would go, "Oh, it's a movie." And I'd say, "Yes, I can say yes." And then I'd put a different concept here with man, and maybe a cube over here that's connected to the man, same color, that's fighty, that kind of stuff. So it's basically like a Pictionary kind of thing where, and you have all these different choices, you're always looking for the thing that's not quite there, so you have to figure out how to communicate it. But it's a really fun game. It's kind of like Pictionary for introverts, because you don't have to really say anything other than yes. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I know. This is close to Legacy List. It's close. It's close.
It's got to be there.
I have there's probably a few in here that we've talked about, but it's Thanksgiving. Gonna go for the easy ones.
Did you make a digital version for us to play on the show once?
Yeah, long time ago. Yep.
We should play that again. That was super fun.
I took a picture of the board and then I cut up all the icons that I could use them, and then I put them up for you to guess what it was. I just did it in order, so for you to guess, what it was.
Yeah, I like that.
We didn't play it again because you did horribly at it.
I'm not. I'm not good at it. I like it. I'm not good at it.
Knock toe me. That's funny.
Nice. Oh yeah, Evan's got to be really good at that game.
Well, there are no toes, so.
No, but you could like put the cube on the person's foot, right?
Yeah, there is a foot.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. And it's also a game if you have people that don't care about the rules. Right. Because the rules itself actually tells you, or you could just play it however you want.
Yeah.
Our group came up with a way of doing it where we give you 2 cards. You have a bunch of cards, and your card has numbers 1 through 9. The first group of 3 is real easy. The middle one's medium. The bottom 3 are hard. So we give you 2 cards, and then on your turn, you just pick one of the 2 cards, whatever level we're on. So, and then we're all we don't even keep score. So. It's just a fun time.
It is a good one.
That's my number 5.
Good pick.
Have you played this one, or have you just heard me talk about it a lot?
No, I played it. I actually have the big playmat. Like they made a regular size playmat instead of the board, but then like for conventions they had a big one. I have that giant playmat for this one.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll go on our number 4 then. Okay, so let's say you have you have family members that do like the game a little bit, like, Catan or Ticket to Ride or something like that. You want to introduce them to something that's a little bit about that weight, maybe a little bit, just like a hint more, something fun. I would recommend my number 4, Ethnos.
That's a little more gamery, yeah.
So it is a little more gamery, but it feels heavier than it actually is, right? Because if you think about it, on your turn, the only thing you're doing is you're either playing some cards down or you're taking a card. It's real easy to get people go, okay, I can do that, right? If you just tell them that's all you do on your turn. Take a card or play a bunch of cards down. Like, Gin Rummy or something like that. And then, depending on which cards you play down, you get to put one of your tokens out on the color, and whoever has the most tokens in each section per round gets points. See, if you can teach it that quickly, you can get some new gamers into it. So then, you've suckered them in. They'll go, okay, sure. They haven't realized that every race that you play with mermen or giants or wizards or halflings or whatever, each one of them has their own little special ability. But you don't get into that until you get set up, so they're already like into it.
So you lie to them until they're in the game. Then
you gradually ease them in to learning how to do it. And what makes it great is that the special ability of each one makes sense in a way to how they work. So, and it's real easy too. It's not this hard thing to learn. So it's like if you're playing with giants, you see that big giant token on the top. That the person that puts down the latest giant group that's bigger than the last gets that token, and at the end of the round, you get points for it. So, yeah, Ethnos. I do know this version would probably be a little harder to find. Yep. But there's a new version that I think it was it like a Eastern kind of.
Look at versions. It's the same thing. Just look under versions. Go back to the main page. Look under versions.
You look under versions. It's right here.
You look under versions.
Has its own version. Yeah, it has more of like an Asian theme to it. So just look for Ethnos, the second edition. Does the same kind of thing. Only looks prettier.
Looks much prettier.
Yes, top 5 games to trick your family into playing. Hey, sometimes you got to drag them into it. Mm-hmm. You know, ethics. What's that? Is that a new game? I haven't played that game. Yeah. Deceit on a holiday. I mean, what is Thanksgiving if not trying to trick your family into playing games? That's this whole list, right?
Okay, sure.
That's my number 4, Ethnos.
It's a good one.
What's yours?
I don't know if I can match Ethnos at all, actually, with anything.
I think that's the heaviest game on my list.
Yeah. I don't really have anything that's
it's
heavy.
Not heavy, really.
All right, I'll go with the everything else is a small box. Well, these aren't. I guess these aren't. So there's a new edition of this game that they from the original 2008 they've redone it. And in the middle of these two, there was another game same game, just went by a different name. That was released in 2014. So you can find this as either Terra, Terra, or what the newer thing is called Fauna, Fauna. That's what the 2008 version was also called, was Fauna.
I see a 2008 version. I don't see a newer version, though.
Well, if you go into the versions, it'll show that there's a new edition that they just released this year. That's the new box, actually, for Fauna. Right. And it plays, for those that are familiar with Hues and Cues, it plays similar to that. But it'll ask you, that's the original version. It'll ask you a question about a thing, an animal, and you're trying to guess where they're from, right? Like what continent they're on or what sea they're in or something like that. And you place your cubes, your guessing cubes, in an area where you think the right answer is. Then you reveal the answer and you get points based on being close or being spot on. And then you're scoring points that way. You don't really need much to play this game, right? So you're sitting around the table. I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to guess somewhere on the world map where you think I'm looking for the answer or the card is looking for the answer. And you put your cube and you're close, you're one off, you're on, and you get points for it. It's pretty
Does
simple.
Everybody put their cube at the same time or in player order or what?
I don't remember. I don't think it's simultaneous, but I do think that unless they've changed it, I think you can only put one cube in an area. So like you're first if it is simultaneous, if you're first to get it there, you don't have much time to rethink your answer, and you can't remove your cube. And if you go first, and no one else can go there. So if you really know that this thing is from Zimbabwe or Madagascar or India, you put your cube down. And no one else can put it there. They'd have to go near it, and then they would get a point for being close to it or something like that. I'm not sure if it's simultaneous, but there is. I think there is a one per area restriction.
Nice. Well, that sounds fun.
It's a good one.
I like using
the new one. Looks like it's got a much more updated art presence. Like this one definitely looks dated. And Terra, I don't think Terra is animal based, but it has the same kind of feel to it.
Nice.
You do not need to trick people to play this one. This one's pretty simple.
If you don't need to trick people, I mean,
Right, you don't really need much strategy. You don't need to think about special abilities or player abilities or asymmetry. It's just you might be able to even zoom in on one of the cards, and then it'll show it'll give you an idea of how the game plays.
Place 2 to
But,
6.
mhm. But it's pretty good. I love the new art. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I know it was hard to find. The original Fauna was hard to find for a while. They also came out with an edition. It plays differently to a point, but it's called America. And it had the same idea where it asked you a question and then you had to put something down on the map and you got points based on being close or not. But it was very limiting, and it wasn't really like, I felt like it was a history class lesson gone wrong. Fauna was much better.
Is this really a Friedman Freeze game that isn't green?
Well, I mean, it is green. It's got green.
It's not Friedman Freeze green.
It's not Friedman Freeze green.
Very cool.
Yeah, so Fauna, I recommend it. I think it's fun. It plays well. It's a good late night game. It's a good drinking game. It's a good you don't play games game. It's just fun to sit around the table.
Awesome. Well, we'll move on to 3, but I'll be right back as you talk about your number 3.
I feel like we should play a prank on Chris for when he comes back, but I don't know what to do virtually. Could leave. Nah. He doesn't listen anyway when I talk about my stuff. All right, so I'll go into my number 3, which I don't know what I want to do. I'll go back and forth. All right, I'll do this one. This is probably, do I do that one? Oh, I got to do this one, right? I'm going to go with Sequoia. There was a 4-pack that came out, a 3-pack that came out from All Play a while back at 2020. And it included Mountain Goats, which I know a lot of people love. I'm not a fan. I'd rather play, it makes me want to play Can't Stop. But Sequoia, small box, big presence. Ultimately, what you're doing is you're rolling 5 dice on your turn, and then you're pairing them into 2, you're grouping them into 2 pairs. So 1 dice won't be used every round. And the number that they add up to is a number of one of the Sequoia areas that you're going to put your Sequoia bits on. And you could roll, whatever, an 8 and an 8. If you combine them and you get an 8 and an 8, then you're putting 2 Sequoia bits on the 8 card. If you roll a 7 and a 5, well, then, like, if you combine them and you get a 7 and a 5, then you're putting a bit on a 7 and a 5. And that's it. You roll your 5 dice, you pair them into 2 groups, and then you put your Sequoia pieces out there. And you're going to do that, I believe, 20 times because you have 20 pieces. And then when you're done, everyone's put out all their pieces. You're going to go around all of those cards, and you're going to see who has the most Sequoia pieces in each of those areas.
This?
Sequoia, yep. So you go from the 2 up. If there's a clear majority, then they get the high value point, and which are all face down. There's a first place and a second place point token that are face down, and they range anywhere from whatever the big one is, 4 to 6 or 4 to 7, and then 2 to 4 or something like that. So if you have the clear majority, then you'll get the bigger token, and if there's a clear second place, they'll get the smaller token, and that one's done. And you'll go around all 11, because there's no 1. You'll go around all 11 of them. If there is a tie, it stays. And then when you're done going through all of them, then one round at a time, you will re-roll your dice, only be able to put the Sequoia trees on a bit that you are already involved in. You can't, get to one late. And then you'll redo it and try and get the majority. And then at the end, you add up all the points that you got, which are face down, so no one knows who's winning. And then most points wins. But it's got very simple, like, you set it up. This is how you're going to roll your dice. You're going to put them into pairs, and you're going to put your tokens out and do it again. And you're playing this one as you're teaching the game. And it's always a hit. It comes every time I go someplace. It's easy to throw in the bag. And it's one of those games like, have you played this? Let me teach you. And you're playing it immediately. I love Sequoia. Sequoia is a must for me.
Huh. Have you ever talked about this one on the list before?
I'm sure I have, but I adore this game. I really think they did it. Dandelions is pretty good. but it's not one that I'll grab. I know a lot of people love Mountain Goats, and again, it's not one that I'll take. But Sequoia, I will recommend Sequoia to every. It's very simple. There's a little bit of push and pull with the area majority, right? Like, but you are kind of like you have your choice of 5 dice, and you're putting them into 2 pairs, right? So 1 dice isn't used. You can't use a 3rd die. You can't only use 1 die. You have to put them into pairs, and the idea is like, all right, well, what are the odds? One, that you rolled 2 6s to get back into the 12s. So I'm going to go to the 12s. But also, like, what are the odds that you're going to go? Like, I see you have 1 chip and 8, and I have a chip and 8. I'm going to go for 8s. And then you go for 8s, and you realize the other person went for 8s the same round because that's what they were doing. So it's got a little bit of that, stay away, and oh my God, I can't believe you did the thing. It's got a very can't stop kind of feel to it. With the pairing of the dice and the rolling of the dice and going to the thing, but you're doing it simultaneously. You're not waiting for people to do their turn. So it keeps the game really, really breezy when you're playing through it. I love this one.
Very nice. Awesome.
And it's got an expansion that adds a 5th player, I believe, or a 6th player. It brings yellow. It's also got orange. So this is a game immediately when I'm setting it up, I take the orange. And then I think the 5th player or the 6th player, whatever it is, I think it plays up to 5 in the box, and then 6, it'll say it on there, is yellow. So it does have an expansion that'll add another player to the box. Is it 2 to 5?
2 to 5, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the expansion adds a 6th. But yeah, Sequoia, it's a must for me.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever had this on the list before because I don't recognize the cover. It's nice though.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, because that all play square box, right? That small square box.
Yeah,
I think it's in the other room. But yeah, Sequoia is a must have.
very cool. Yeah, awesome. What are we on? Number 3? Oh, right. I don't have a order. This is upsetting. I don't like it.
You don't have an order. I love it.
You know what? I'll do this one before you take it. I don't know if you'll take it, but it does fit. And yeah, this one is in case you have a lot of people and they all have their varying degrees of, experience in gaming from 0 to great. Everybody's going to like this game. And it does I think it says, actually, I have it right here. It's 3+ players. Just could be 100 players if you need to. And it's fairly new. It's probably the newest one I got. It's Flip 7.
Oh yeah, you can technically play this. I think they changed that because I think it said 90 players or 90 something players, but which doesn't work because there's 94 cards. Yeah. So like you'd be giving one out to everybody, right, and that would be it. So that'd be weird.
Yeah, there is a limit, but if you've got 90 family members, you're probably not looking to sit them all down at the table. But for as many people as you can get at a table, this will work. And it goes really fast no matter how many people it is. Mm-hmm. And you can play it as you teach it. That's how it was taught to me at a demo. The guy just said, everybody come around a table, and you just did. And then he just started putting cards out and saying, here's cards, blah, 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 And, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 12s. There's 11 11s. You get it. There's only 1 1, that kind of thing. Don't get doubles. And you just go, you give everybody a card, and then you go, do you want another card? Because it might be a double, and then you'll be out. And that's all you really need to know. Yep. And, you're going to get somebody that goes out like this first round, especially if you're playing with a lot of people. And they'll be like, man, I don't like this game. But then they're out, and they're out, and they're out, and next round. And you just keep going. I had a game where I was out for the first 5 rounds, and I ended up winning that game. I had 0 at the beginning of round 6, and I won the game. And you have to get, 200? 200 points. Triggers, yeah. So, and once you understand what you're playing, that it's just a hit me or bust kind of thing. Yep. Yeah, that's it. So.
Yep, it's very blackjack. There's those 3 things you have: the freeze, the second chance, and the flip 3. Those are the only things you really need to know.
Here's one thing, I'm not a big fan of house rules, but since it's Thanksgiving,
how do you house rule Flip 7?
Since it's Thanksgiving, and you don't want to cause arguments, you can take the freezes out.
Oh no, put more in.
There's there's only 3 in the thing, right? So if you're playing with 7 people, 3 people get screwed and the others don't, and it's not a balanced thing and stuff. I like playing with them. In normal game group, but when you play with the grandma, we take the freezes out.
Freeze isn't bad unless you get frozen in the opening turn, because then you're not getting any points. If they freeze you with some points, they might have saved you from busting anyway.
That's true. The reason why it gets taken out for us in those with certain family members is not because we're afraid of making them upset by freezing them. It's because they don't want to upset someone else. They get that like, oh, I don't want to do something mean to someone. I'll freeze myself, that kind of thing. And when it's like that, that's not fun. So you just, take the freezes out.
Yeah. They did just, we played this over the weekend. We had, the Grinch was one of the prizes, the Grinch version of it. And it's the first time I saw it, and it definitely is not as appealing. I mean, it's Grinch. It's a great stocking stuffer. It's a great game, and it's got the art on it. But it changed it enough where like the numbers are smaller. It's harder to see across the table. Yeah, it's weird. But to your point, Tom was playing it and busted on 3s out of the gate.
Yes. I busted like on 2s or 3s. Yeah.
Like there's only 3 3s in the deck. It's now shuffled. You get the 3. It goes around 5 people. It comes back to you and you get a 3. And it's just crazy that when that happens. It doesn't happen often. Seems to happen often.
Chances are like 1 in 90. But,
yeah.
So it'll happen.
But it's great.
Yeah.
It's a great game. And then the other thing is if you get 7, you get an extra 15 points. But that's really not something you need to teach. And like you said, this is how you play the game. Give everybody a card. Do you want a chance to bust? Like it's really simple. I
wait till somebody gets to about 4 cards in that first round, and they're like, and I go, if you go to 7, you get an extra 15 points. And they're like, ooh,
right?
Yeah, you just learn, and there may be like less than a handful of games out of hundreds and hundreds of games that I played that I would ever say teach while you start playing, and this is one of them. So
yeah.
And it's also, I've never played this game where somebody at the table hasn't said, let's play again real quick. And that's what you want on Thanksgiving. Just teach them real quick and then get right into it. And then you can do this all night if you want. So.
No, it's another one that it comes in the game bag every time. It's so easy to get to the table. It's super fun to play.
It makes me so upset how simple it is because I should have come up with it myself, right? Yeah. Every designer thinks that. But it's so good.
Good pick. It was on my list.
I knew it would be.
I knew you were going to talk about it, and I know you're going to talk about that one, which is why I'm not going to talk about it.
You don't know what I'm going to talk about?
I know what you're talking about. I know what your number 1 is going to be.
You don't know what my number 1 is.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see if you know what my number 2 is. Remember, I didn't do them in order, so it could be this one if you think you know what it is.
Could be this one. You could also pivot whenever you want, but it's not.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have talked about this one, and a lot of people know about this one. You can get this one at, your Targets or Walmarts and stuff like that. It's very easy to get. In fact, I think you can flip 7 too now at this point. I'm not sure.
It's at Walmart. I don't know if it's at Target yet.
Okay.
Should be.
This one's been around for quite a bit, but it is still one of my favorites to bring out. You can play up to, I want to say 8 players on this one. Actually, it's probably on the cover. Let me look. This says players 4+, but that's because they got some BS team thing that you could do and whatever. I think 8 players is the max, but that's just because of the colors. And I am talking about Wits and Wagers. So this is for the group of people who like the old school Trivial Pursuits and stuff like that, but their other halves or other half of the room doesn't because they don't usually know what's going on in there. And so this one, my favorite thing about this is that nobody knows the answers. Nobody's supposed to know the answers. No one's supposed to know how tall in feet the Statue of Liberty is supposed to be, counting the pedestal.
Right.
I know because I played this over this weekend. How many feet would you think it is?
Well, I also know how many wheat thins tall Andre the Giant is. It's like,
Maybe it's the same.
It's got that kind of thing to it.
Maybe it's the same.
Right.
I am curious. What does everybody think? How many feet tall, including you? Like, what would you think?
The Statue of Liberty, including the base.
Yes. How many feet tall?
Jesus.
I know. I wasn't even close when I guessed. But nobody knows these answers, right?
Yeah, I would. It's got to be. How many stories, right? How many stories tall is it?
That's exactly where I went with it. And I was.
And then add a couple stories, 2 stories, 3 stories for the base.
Oh.
And 10 feet.
I've never been to it. I've only seen New York City out of a plane window. So I left it. So.
Yeah, I'd probably put down like 500 feet, 550 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you're wrong. But
and yeah, because that would be a guess.
The best part is that everybody writes down their number and then they put it on the mat, and then everybody bets on which one they think is correct. And more often than not, I'm betting on someone else's number because I don't know, and neither do they, and that's the problem. But it's a fun, like, oh my god, I can't believe that. Yeah, so 305 feet.
300. All right.
It's not as tall as I thought. Yeah. I think I put somewhere around 500 to 600 too.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Okay. That doesn't seem, yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah. Anyway, real simple game. Even if you're losing, it's still fun. And that's the weird thing about it. That's a good thing about it. Like you can see someone with a stack of chips over there who's just bet correctly, and you have your only 2 whole chips. You can never go out, so you always just like throw it into the very end and go, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll get everything. Maybe they'll bet everything and lose it. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah,
it's a good one.
It's the not trivia game. Like if you like trivia, you'll like it, and if you hate trivia, you'll like it, kind of thing. Right. It's right in that sweet spot. So
yeah, it's good. That's a good one. You definitely talk about this one a lot too. This is probably
I do
2 out of your list that probably should cross over into your legacy.
Yeah, I keep a legacy list of where games have to go because I've talked about them too much, and I might have to shove this one in there. All right. So what's your number 2?
Oh right, shit. We got to go to me.
Yes, you have to talk now.
I know. I have to talk now. All right, so this one might be harder to find. It's not impossible to find. It's older. It's from 2013. I know there's plenty of them on BGG in the marketplace for cheap. But it basically plays like bingo. So like most people know how bingo plays. So if you're sitting around a family with your elders and people that are non-gamers, they know how bingo is played. It's called Rise of Augustus. You're pulling something from a bag, and then you're marking on one of your cards that symbol. Like it's as bingo can be. And you're trying to complete the cards, and then you get points. Like it's pretty simple. That's it. Have you played this?
No. It looks very gamery.
It's not at all. Like there are tokens in the bag. You're gonna reach into the bag. You can pass the bag around. I think you're supposed to. Maybe not. You pull a token from the bag, and then you place. You cover up one of that icon on one of the cards you have, and then by covering it up, by filling out a card. If you get to a picture that actually helps.
I didn't make the pictures.
God.
I know. I don't know why people put these. Look at this. I took a picture where the light hits everything so you can't see it, kind of thing.
That's good.
Does that help?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know what the age limit on or the age thing on this is, but it's just got a very easy feel to it. I think you can play it with anybody. Everyone knows how bingo is played. So the base of this game is bingo. But you're not wiping the board once somebody gets a bingo and you got to get a new card or whatever. You just win that card and move on, right? Like it's not. But the concept of bingo is at the core of this game. It's just it's pretty simple.
That's a bingo. That's how you say it, right?
That what?
I'm quoting a movie.
Oh, okay. You want to say it again?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah. There you go.
I like bingo.
So you got like there's points on it. All the stuff on the left is the stuff you're covering up. I forget what the thing is on the right. I don't think it's set collection based. Might be. You getting the points and you're covering up the stuff, and the lesser points have lesser things on them. But yeah, I think this one's a fun one to play. You don't have to explain too much, and most people know the concept of bingo, so it's pretty easy to teach.
Cool. Yeah. All right, we're moving on to your number one, which means you can't. You're going to try to step on the number one that you think I have.
Are you going to play the video?
Sure. Fine.
Sure.
What's your number one?
Make me do the thing we say we're going to do. I'm not going to step on that one. I know you're going to do it, so I'll leave it.
I'm not going to do it. Whatever you think it is.
Okay,
with
great.
This one.
Great. I'm going to, because what better way to spend time with your family or your found family than to spend time lying to them about animals, and more specifically insects.
Oh,
maybe some cockroaches. Cockroach poker is another one of those games that's super easy to bring with you because it's a deck of cards. It doesn't even need to be in the box. That's too big for the cards. There are 8 different insects. You can argue they're not insects.
Yeah, because there's bats in there.
There's flies, there's spiders, there's cockroaches,
Frogs.
there's stink bugs, there's toads. There's 5
vermin.
There's 8
vermin.
different sure. And there's 8 of each in the deck. And you shuffle out the entire deck to everyone that's playing. So there isn't like card counting. You don't have to separate anything out for the number of players. You divvy out the deck to the number of players. And on the back of each card, is an image of all 8 vermin. So you know what's in the deck. And then whoever's turn it is, they are going to pick a card from their hand. They're going to put it face down in front of somebody and tell them that it's one of those 8 things, whether it is or not. This card is a fly. And your objective is to either call bullshit on them and flip it over, or say, I believe you, and flip it over, or pass it along to somebody else by looking at the card and saying, nope, they're wrong. It's not a fly. It's a stink bug. And now who are they going to believe? If you call bullshit on the person and you're right, they get the card because you got it right. If you call bullshit on them and you're wrong, you get the card. And it goes until that card is either flipped over and someone's right or wrong, or it gets to the last person at the table and it's a heads up, do you believe me or not? And it's already been lied about back and forth for a couple turns. If anybody gets 4 of the same card in front of them, they lose, everyone else wins. It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Never play with Eric.
Don't play with Eric. No, you shouldn't play with Eric. Because Eric is the wild card that will just pass the card along, not even look at it. And it's just like, it's such a mind fuck. It's awesome. But this one's it's so fun. It's so easy to teach. You're literally, you shuffle out the deck and you could win by telling the truth. You don't even have to lie. You don't have to bluff. You don't have to do anything. It's all on the other person to read your smirk and be like, no, you're smirking, you're lying. And then, nope, you weren't. You were telling the truth. Like, it benefits you to tell the truth in this one because no one's going to believe you.
I love the game we played with Peter.
Yep.
He did not believe anything you told him.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
And you told them almost every time the truth.
It's so great. Yeah. It really is. There are multiple. There's cockroach salad. There's a couple other versions of this thing, and then most people say that cockroach poker royale is the best version of the game because it adds something to it. I don't know what it adds. Just the base cock. And DeVere just recently reprinted it, so this is pretty easy to get now. I know it was harder to find for a while, and DeVere just did a reprint of it or got the rights to it or whatever they're doing with it. So it is easy to find, but cockroach poker is just so much fun to play.
He heard me call.
Hey, we just mentioned your name.
We were just talking about the last time we played this game with you.
Yeah, the time we played cockroach poker with you, and you didn't believe a thing I said.
And to be fair,
don't believe anything I said.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
No, yeah, that's a good one.
Cockroach poker it's so much fun to play, whether they're gamers or not, because you don't need to really know anything. You just need to be able to. I mean, your friends and your family that you're gathering around the table with will probably be able to read you, and you should probably be able to read them, and that's all you need to know in this game. Like it's just reading the other person. To be fair.
Nice.
Yeah, cockroach poker number one. For sure.
I'm glad you brought that one up. I forgot about that one. It's good.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay. I do my number one. It's not the one you think it is, but it's close, probably.
I'm shocked.
I'm guessing it. What's the one you thought it was?
No, you go first.
All right. It's almost that one. It's a better one. It's Green Team Wins.
Good pick.
Yeah. Again, I believe Target, Walmart both have it. It's an easy get people together kind of thing. You get your own little scoreboard. I think it plays up to, is it 8 or 10?
It plays 6, but you can combine them. The Kickstarter version played 12. They had 12 bits in the box. Target version and the retail version is
this
6.
One plays up to 12.
2 copies. What?
This one plays up to 12.
Right, that was the Kickstarter version.
Oh, well, fine.
The retail version was 6, but there's no reason why you can't buy 2 of them and put them together. There's no limit, really.
And you should if you have a big group. It'll be fine. All you have to do is give everybody orange team. The only thing I disagree about this is that it should have been reversed. It should have been orange team wins, right? But everybody starts on orange. You put up a card that says Michael blank. And then everybody puts in what they think it is. You show it. And then whoever gets the most copies, matches?
Majority.
Yeah, most matches. Majority, yeah. Goes to the green team, and they get a point. If you're already on green team, you get 2 points. If you don't make majority, you fall back into orange team and get nothing. So, yeah. It's a fun, easy game. Everybody gets into it. The only drawback for me is that when we play this game, every single time, it is one of the longest games that hit our table as far as that, because everybody has to talk out why their answer is more. Why didn't you pick this? Of course, it's Michael Jackson. No, it's Michael Bolton or whatever. You know, I don't know where Bolton came from. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I
Office Space probably more than actual music.
It's okay.
But yeah. Yeah, and then you sit there and talk about it for a while. So I think you use 15 cards? Is that right?
That's my only thing with it is it's only 15 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 5 because there's 3 different types of cards. It's this or that. You pick between 2 things. It's something blank or blank something. And it's pick between these 3 things. So, yeah. But yeah, it's an easy one to get to the table. Highly recommend. Now I'm guessing that you thought mine was going to be just one.
Yeah, I thought so because you talk about it often.
This one beats just one for me because this one's competitive, and just one is cooperative, and that is a good, B 1B. If you don't want to do competitive, you want to do cooperative, then just one is the way to go. Um, but this one beats it just a little bit more because people can talk and you don't have to hide your eyes. You don't have that kind of stuff going on. People can talk about the whole thing and there's conversation. Like I said, it's more of a talking out, arguing about why you picked Michael Jackson over Michael Bolton or vice versa.
And you're right. People always want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
I can't tell you how many times I'm sitting there holding the card to flip over, and I'm like, yep, okay. Yeah. We're still going to talk about this. All right, let me put that back down.
Yeah, good pick.
All right, now, I'm sure you had a few more honorable mentions.
I do. I have a few. Yeah, just one is definitely one of them. I thought you were going there when you were talking about being able to play with 8, because technically you can play just one with one more player that it says, because the only reason it's restricted to the number of players is because of the plate and the marker. But the person that's guessing doesn't need either of those, so you can actually add one more to the roster for that game.
We did that this weekend. Actually, we had 8 with the players that I told you they were new to board gaming, so I brought out just one, and they enjoyed it. And whoever's guessing doesn't need to have the thing. So.
Right. Yeah, just one's a great one. You talked about Flip 7 monikers. I've talked about monikers a lot. I left it off because I talk about it a lot. Unlike you, who talk about a lot and keep talking about it. I am not a charades fan. I don't want to participate in anything that gets me in front of a group acting out. But monikers has that as the third round of the game. In rounds 1 and 2, people have already made gestures to the thing that if you're paying attention, you just pick up on and do. So it's almost natural at that point because you've either made fun of it or you've seen someone do it. Round 1 is open to whatever you want to say to get somebody to say the card, except the number or the name. And there's stuff on the card you can literally read out. Round 2, you're restricted to one-word answers. So even then, you can kind of pick up on what people are saying and use a word to get it. And then round 3 is the acting out part. But the thing is, it's the same deck throughout the game. And you pick the deck. Like, you're given 10 cards and you're picking 5 for the group or whatever the breakdown is. So 5 of the cards or 7 of the cards that are in there, and then everyone else has done the same thing, and that's the deck for the game, and you're burning through that deck 3 times. So that same card is coming up 3 times. So by the third time it comes up, people have either failed at guessing it, so things have been happening and they just haven't gotten it yet. And you just pick up on the nuances and the gestures that people are making. It just makes the charades bearable for someone who doesn't like charades, really.
I know this about you. I have several games in mind that we could play, especially when we get a couple more guests on and stuff, but I've known that you will not play them.
Yep.
Because it requires you to maybe make certain noises or do some goofy things. And I know you're like, nope. So I've kept them back, but someday there's one I really want to see you play.
What one?
It's a one I made up in my head. There's not a name for it. So yeah,
charades are not my thing. I mean,
they're not exactly charades, but yeah,
there are goofy things. I'm not anti-goofy. There's just certain things I just don't.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't do. Charades is one of them. Nice. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon's another one I put down on my list. I know we just talked about it too recently. But it gets people up and moving, which is fun, especially at an event like that where you're just going to plop down and veg out for the rest of the day. It can be played silently. You can combine 2 of them. They actually make they make it in a box now, which is also a target. But originally they had it in a salmon,
with the fish,
like a bag, and it had a green and a blue version. But that one's super fun, super easy to get into. You're playing it really quickly. It's chaos for a little while. We talked about the pre-show when we talked about the events that happened at the fundraiser this weekend. Heroes of Arcadia is another favorite of mine that I think I would play with but it's also not for everybody. Because obviously you want to drink because what you're drinking water as your hit points, it's not really affecting too much. But you don't need to drink alcohol with it. And it really is it's a very light lift in rules. There's a level of a monster. You roll a d20 and try and match or beat that level. If you don't, you take the hit points. Like, it's very simple in its execution. It's meant to be understood inebriated, so there isn't anything rules based that's like, gotta go figure out the rules. It's pretty simple. Hues and cues I wanted to talk about, but I think for this edition of the show, I think Fauna and Terra were better because of family and non-gamers than Hues and Cues. Similar vibe, but
Also can't play that one because there's a colorblind person.
Correct, the colorblindness factor.
They're just out. You can't.
Yep.
Do that one, yeah. So
done.
Otherwise, it's a good game if everybody's fine.
Colorblind friendly. Yeah. If you don't need the colorblind thing with it. But Fauna, you don't need that, and I think based on the people that'll be playing it, I think Fauna is easier to approach with grandma and grandpa and your parents than Hues and Cues. Silver and Gold and Super Mega Lucky Box, I think, are super easy to get to the table and play. They're very light lift in rules, right? The whole combo nature of it, and the
man, you had a list.
I had a list for this one. A lot of them that just ones that are like favorites of mine that can be played. Like, they're easy to bring to a game night because you can play them with almost anybody.
Yeah.
The only one on my list that is super hard to find, even though it only came out in 2018, and is definitely not safe for work. So you're probably not going to play this one with grandma and grandpa. You're definitely going to play this one with your friends. Probably not your parents. It's a game called Privacy by the Op. I've talked about it on the show before, and it's hard to get. We played it at the Gathering a couple years ago. It asks questions that are not appropriate, and there's a box that you're either putting yes or no chips into, and you're answering the question, like whatever the question is.
It's a I have never kind of thing.
Never have I ever. It's got that kind of vibe to it, right? And the questions you don't have to come up with them. You're just reading it from the card, so you didn't come up with it. So it takes the ownness off you. And then all you do is put a yes or no chip. It asks you to pull a bunch of chips your way, so no one sees you spent the yes chip or no one sees you spent the no chip. You're supposed to have multiple of each chips. And then you put a chip in, and it's yes or no. Goes around the table. Then you dump out the box and you separate it. And what you have done once everyone has submitted is on a little dial. You're going to guess how many people have said yes to that question, or like you're gauging the thing. And then you dump them out and you balance it off, and then you realize you're sitting at the table with some fucked up people. Like, it's not for everybody, but I've enjoyed it when I played it. It definitely is better when you're playing with the right type of people, people that people that you'll laugh at with some of the subjects that are coming out. It's nowhere near as bad as like a Cards Against Humanity raunchy kind of thing, but it's got some questions in there that are like, like a little secretive that you might not want to tell people. But I've enjoyed Privacy every time I
gotta look it up. It's called Privacy.
Privacy, yeah.
2004.
2018.
Okay, there's a lot of them that are named. None of these are 2018.
There are. There should be. It's from
I see Privacy, Privacy 2, Privacy No Limit, Privacy Quickie.
No.
Privacy Duo.
Go to the 2004 version. Maybe the the Optus did a different one. Let me see it. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, 2004 is what it is.
Well, the Op did it in 2018.
Oh, I see.
Can you get into a question? Look into
That's what I was looking for, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, go back to one of the first pictures. You might be able to zoom in.
Let me see. You would think they'd put some of the questions. Maybe they can't. Are they that bad?
No.
Almost there. I guess we'll look at the back of the box here. Oof,
Great.
that's hard to read. Hold on, let me see. Would you chop off the pinky of the person next to you to save your pet's life? Well, that's an easy one.
What if the person next to you was your pet? But yeah, they're. I mean, some of the questions are more racy than would you chop off somebody's finger.
You want to
I've had a really good time with this one. I really like it. It's fun. It's late night. It's just got, you got to play it with the right people kind of vibe. But it's been fun.
Have you been in the same room while another couple got busy?
There you go. Right, and you don't have to divulge that information. All you're doing is putting a yes or no chip into a box, so you're never revealed, right? It's never, your answer is never revealed.
But like, are your privates pierced? If that question gets asked and just one yes comes out of a group, everybody's going to look at somebody with piercings and be like, huh? And you could be like, no, not me, someone else. But I mean, there's some obvious,
Is that obvious? I mean, I think you're being judgmental at that point, which is why I said you play this with the right people.
Right.
But,
well, not in a bad way, just laughing at you. Like,
Of course, absolutely. And sometimes maybe you can't hide it. Maybe people know. Like,
goodbye to your pinkies. Yeah. Everybody put your pinkies out. It's that kind of game. Have you ever had to eat a soggy waffle? Isn't that the best way to eat a waffle? Just drown it in syrup until it's smush.
Yeah. Yep. I say yes. Yeah, so privacy, it's definitely not for everyone, and you're not playing it with certain people that are coming to Thanksgiving, but it hit my list because it's a fun one.
Some of these are censored. It's interesting.
Yes, they are.
So, do you get to pick between these four? Which one is asked on your turn?
I'm pretty sure you do. I don't think I don't think you roll or anything like that. It's a euphemism. Yeah, the little dial. If you look in the lower left there, those little dials, that's what you're guessing, and you're keeping it private. And then everyone reveals, and then you separate out. You empty out the context of the box, and that's a trick.
The worst thing about a waffle is when you try to put butter on it, and the first square just takes all your butter.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, I got to squeeze all the butter. I got to scoop it out now and try to put it, and it just goes into the next one. Yeah.
No, you don't. You just put more butter on it. You leave the butter.
You just fill each square with butter.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's too much butter.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that's an interesting one. I would try that one. Yeah.
It's a fun one.
I only had two more, just in case you stepped on the toes of someone. I had kids' table. Not little tiny kids, but like preteen, early teen kids table. You take a Marvel United. They'll sit there. They'll listen to the stuff. You're working together. They know all the characters already. You're just putting down one card on your turn. It's very simple, very easy to get in there.
Also, very easy for you to quarterback little children to play exactly how you want them to play, right?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, everybody knows who the Hulk and Spider-Man and all that stuff is, right? You let them play whatever character you want.
Yeah.
Again, available on Target stuff. And the other one was that's right. I also had this one, Telestrations or Monstrosity, like drawing ones, basically, right? And there's a few others like this, but Telestrations is really, it's the easiest one to get people to it. Although for some reason I always have to teach it every single time. I'm like, guys, we played this 100 times. you know how it works, and nobody wants to. They're like, what tab did we lift? Well, last time we lifted the second tab, so this time we're lifting the third tab.
It's called numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, telestrations, get to laugh at everybody's drawing techniques and guessing stuff. It's fun. So
Those are good.
yeah, monstrosity is really fun, but I've noticed that has like telestrations doesn't matter if you're a good artist or not really. It helps a little bit, but for the most part, people are getting it done. But monstrosity, I think you have an edge if you really are, because you're voting on the best one. I think if you have some skill to it, you have an edge to it. It's not kind of an unfair one.
Oh, for sure. And also, one thing with monstrosity, it's ruined because of the way we played it. Like when you play it for real, I don't like it. I don't like the rules. I don't. It doesn't feel as fun as we made it when we played it.
It's too many rules.
There is, and it's not a knock on the game. The game is beautiful. Like it's very well done, and it's very creative, and it's got those moments of hilarity when you flip a. Like we played it once, and Di said she wanted to get a tattoo of the thing I created. Right, like it's just got those moments that are really fun in the game. It's just when we edited it to play remotely, I enjoy that version of it because it's fun. So like when I actually play the game, I just want to play our version of it. But yeah. It's a great game. The Monstrosity is a great game.
Yeah.
I think everything else.
It'd be nice, Chad. Let's see. I don't have because I always wondered. Depends on the game. Horrified. Yeah, that's a great game. Warfight has a bit more rules to it, but if you have a group that's good for that, I wish I could have played that with my dad because he was a big. He loved the old classic horrors and stuff. And I just got the new D&D one. I haven't learned it yet, but
you picked it up, nice.
Yeah. They had a bunch of them at my Target season.
That's cool. They have a sale right now. I think it's 15 off 75.
Yeah. Well, of course, because they just bought something, so now they have it. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I also have the big giant ones with Cthulhu and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to get the American one, but I want to get the Greek one more than anything, and I never saw that one.
The Greek Monsters one. Yep. I got that one at Gen Con a couple years ago. It came with a beanie. Came with a hat, like a winter hat.
Yep. Cool.
That was a good one.
All right. Well, have fun Thanksgiving with all those games.
Yeah. Or Friendsgiving or whatever you do for American Thanksgiving. I know our Canadian friends did it in October. So now you can plan ahead to next October for your Canadian Thanksgiving with all these games you can't find.
In 11 months,
yeah.
They can find mine. Most of mine are in mass market places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I almost brought up Unmatched, actually. It's got a few more rules to it and stuff, which is why I didn't. But that's why I went Marvel United, actually, because you don't have to teach everybody's stuff and all that, But Unmatched is good. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoy every Thanksgiving we have a Friendsgiving, and then we have on one day, and then we have a Thanksgiving with family members on the other day. Both times we play games, and it's different because the Friendsgiving, they're more our game group and stuff. So we'll play a little bit heavier games and stuff. Not necessarily anything from this list. We might do one or two from this list depending on how many people, but for the most part, we'll find like a big game to play or something. But it's always games like this whenever I go to the family one, and it's great.
Cool. That's fun.
Awesome. I had. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say if you're going to PAX, we're gonna be at booth 2842. Both of us I'll be there in the afternoon. So if you're looking for me, I won't be there in the morning, but I'll be there in the afternoon. So I don't know when you'll be hovering around.
Technically, I'm a floater from 2 to 6.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's when I'm doing stuff too. So we'll be bothering each other from 2 to 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
I probably, when I get into con mode, I usually don't leave the booth, so I'll probably be there most of the day. which is good for me because I don't need to wander around and see all the stuff that we did on our list, PAX preview list that I want to come home with. So I'll probably be there the majority of the time.
Well, you'll have to leave for lunch, so we'll go do lunch and then we'll come back together and we'll do our shift.
I don't have to leave for lunch.
Yes, you do, because you have to eat lunch with me.
No. Okay. Well, it's gonna be bonkers. I mean, I do enjoy it, but I'm not looking forward to the craziness of the other event happening at the same time. I'm really curious. Like Reading Terminal is gonna be just insane. But
I mean, going to family Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash.
Oh man, I think we actually have that game somewhere. I have no clue how to play. I forget how to play it. It's been so long since I played it. What is the dictionary game? What is Boulder Dash? Is that the one with the different tiles of letters and you have to come up with words or something for it?
That's called Scrabble.
I didn't mean it that way, but that does fit Scrabble.
No, Boulder Dash is the one that you have to. Don't you have to make up a definition for a fake word or something, or you got to make people believe that you know what you're talking about? Isn't that Boulder Dash?
1984.
It's older.
Yeah, this is probably the version. This is the version I've seen anyway. But yeah. Wait.
Wow.
Fimblefam.
Fimblefam. That makes sense.
Fimblefam.
Yeah, I think you gotta get people to believe that you're telling the truth or something about a definition for a word. If I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You pick a word out of the dictionary, make a bunch of fake definitions. Oh, okay. Do you actually have to have a dictionary? I guess dictionary.com at this.
Yeah, internet works.
And in 1984.
Wise and otherwise. He just brought that to the event this weekend. We didn't get to play it though.
Celebrity is the one where you write down the thing and stick it on your head and ask 20 questions. Is that what that is?
Oh, I forgot about one. Compatibility. There's a game that Dave and Di introduced me to. I believe it was at Gathering. It's called Compatibility. There's multiple versions of it. My copy's over there. You play as teams.
Oh yes, we played this.
Yeah, I might have to take out something for this one. Man, I totally forgot about it. I know it is. I would remove. I don't know what I would remove, but you play as teams. You each have everybody at the table is playing as teams. Everybody has the same deck of cards with the same images or words on it. Some of them just have a word. Some of them have an image with no text whatsoever. Just a picture of a baby or a picture of a mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a category card. Technically, you're supposed to roll a die, and that's the category, but you can just pick one. And you pick the category, and then you put down cards based wherever you are on the board is the number of cards your team can play, 4 or 5 or 3 or whatever. And then you're putting down cards in order from left to right from your deck of what matches that category. And then your partner is also doing the same thing. And then when everyone's done, you flip over one at a time these cards. And if you and your partner are spot on, you get 2 points or 3 points for being in the same exact spot. And you get 1 point if it's just somewhere in your grid. And then you flip over a card, and they don't flip over the same card. And you're like, what the fuck are you even doing? Why would you pick that? It's so much fun. I totally forgot about compatibility.
Was I partnered with Dave on this one? I don't remember if it was my partner, but I remember he was sitting next to me, and we were talking about stuff.
Right.
Yeah. This was fun. And you're like, why would you put this at this point?
I've partnered with Dave, and Dave and I did not do very well at all.
So it's clearly Dave's fault.
Oh, it's hysterical. It's so much fun. It really is. I think both of us, the Rossies and myself, you got 2 copies of it, and you can put them together so you can play more people. Man, yeah, there's a puffin, and it's like the puffin comes up, and you're, what the hell are you doing with the puffin? It's a really good one. Compatibility is really fun, and it's It's fun to. It's easy to teach. It's fun to play. You can play it with anybody. You team up with your mom. You team up with your sister, your cousin, or whoever you're sitting at the table, grandma. Yeah, and the cards are dated. There hasn't been a new edition in a while, so they look dated. The cards. Like it's got a. I don't know if it has a rotary phone, but it definitely has a phone with a cord on it as one of the cards.
Yeah.
But
It's a
yeah,
bit dated,
compatibility has been a hit too. That's a really good one.
You can tell it's dated because it has a white border around it.
Yeah.
Around
Yep.
each card.
Yeah.
I hate seeing
Yep.
borders around cards like that.
Yep. I don't know what I would remove. I think I'd remove. I might remove Rise of Augustus.
You don't have to remove anything.
I'm just saying, I would probably take Rise of Augustus out and put in compatibility.
Celebrity is the one where you have names in a hat. The first round you describe the person until they guess it. Describe them physically, or just be like, it was that guy that was in the movie The Rock with, Sean Connery.
Oh, celebrity is monikers. That's exactly how monikers plays. Third round, you just mime something.
Okay.
That's exactly how monikers plays. Yeah, good stuff. Good list. I'm pissed that I forgot compatibility.
Yeah. Save it for next year.
That's a good one.
All right. Well,
cool.
I know it's not Thanksgiving next week, but this will give time for people to go get the games and whatnot. Yeah. But
next week is PAX.
Yeah, PAX. It'll be fun. Come see us. 2842 Cardboard Alchemy booth. Check out stuff. It'll be fun. Yeah, get the duels, play the duels, enjoy the duels.
And you can take a picture at the fountain. We're gonna have a photo opportunity where you can get the dragon and either cuddle it or put it on your shoulder and take a picture at that fountain. Just saying.
And I'll spray you with water.
I don't want you to do that.
I'll have a water bottle. I'll just during the picture, so you're like,
Right, and you'll actually be right there at the duels demo table. And we'll both be in the booth at the same time, so that'll be fun. He won't spray anybody with water. Don't worry about
it. Maybe you,
depending on who you are.
Probably you,
or Dave. Dave will be there.
True. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for watching. Let's put that up. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. Where'd that come from?
The event this weekend. It was one of the donations was a whole bunch of 3D printed stuff, and they made blue eyes for me, orange and blue.
That's cool.
Yeah, little robot, like an Iron Giant kind of thing. He just wanted to say bye.
That popped up at the same time you said it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next week.